It was cold. Froggy woke up and he looked out the window. Snow, snow, he sang. I want to play in the snow. Go back to sleep, Froggy, said his mother. Don't you know frogs are supposed to sleep all winter? Wake up when the snow melts. Well, now, if he wants to go out and play, do you think he wants to hear that?
No.
No, I don't think so. He doesn't look happy on this page, does he?
No.
Okay. No, no, cried Froggy. I'm awake. I'm awake. I want to go out and play in the snow.
Well, he'll freeze.
Ian, just let me talk right now, okay? Thank you, dear. So Froggy put on his socks. Zoop. Pulled on his boots. Zop. Put on his hat. Zat. Tied on his scarf. Zwit. Tugged on his mittens. Zoom. And flopped outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. Yeah, there he is out in the where? Where is he? Is he in the bed or is where is he?
No.
Out in the snow, that's right.
Naked.
Well, it looks like he may be naked to us, but let's see. Froggy, called his mother. Froggy, like your moms have to call you sometimes when you're outside, called his mother. What? Yelled Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. Oops, cried Froggy. I forgot to put on my
Underwear.
pants. Well, he says pants right here. Okay, so then let's see. Well, he flopped back inside. Flop, flop, flop. Tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat, pulled off his boots. He left his socks on and slipped his pants on. Zip. So he's really, really anxious to get outside, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Get back outside. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens next. Look at the pictures as I read to you. Then he pulled on his boots. Zup. Put on his hat. Zat. Tied on his scarf. Zwit. Tugged on his mittens. Zoom. And flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. Good. Froggy, called his mother. What? Yelled Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. Oops, he cried. I forgot to put on my shirt. His shirt. And look, and his mom said, and your coat, added his mother. So he left his shirt and his coat off, didn't he?
Yes,
He really wants to get out into the snow and play. Well, he flopped back inside. Flop, flop, flop. Tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat. He left his pants, boots, and socks on, and buttoned up his shirt. Zut, zut, zut. Then he snapped, and look at the pictures to see those things that he took off or he left on, okay? See if you can see them. Then he snapped he snapped on his coat. Snap. Put on his hat. Zat. Tied on his scarf. Zwit. Tugged on his mittens. Zoom. And flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. Thank you. Okay, here comes Mom again. Froggy, called his mother. What? Yelled Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. He had on his mittens. He had on his scarf. He had on his coat. He had on his shirt. He had on his pants. He had on his boots. He had on his socks. He reached up. Yep. He had on his hat, So
And his
what could be
underwear.
missing?
Underwear.
Well, let's see.
Underwear.
We'll find out. Yes, his mom says, your underwear. And she had a big laugh just like you. Oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. He was embarrassed. Yes, he was embarrassed. Well, he flopped back inside, flop, 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 tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, unsnapped his coat, unbuttoned his shirt, and unzipped his pants, pulled off his boots. There he is, pulling his boots off. You know what he's going to take off next after his boots?
His red pants.
No. He took off his socks.
Socks.
Then he left his hat on and slipped his long johns on. What are long johns? Does anyone know?
Me.
Okay. Yes.
The type of underwear.
Their type of underwear, that's right. Okay, and with a zap.
Boxes.
Okay, well, they're a little longer than boxers, but they are a type of underwear. With a zap of elastic, they have elastic around them.
Like
Then he put on one sock, zoop, pulled on one boot, zup, tugged on one mitten, zoom, started to tug on the other. There he is tugging on it. And he let it drop. And he said, I am too tired. Guess what he did? He went back to sleep because he was just so tired from doing what?
playing in the snow.
Putting his clothes on and having to go back. Having to go back into the house and put his clothes on. Now, and it says, good night, Froggy. So he went back to sleep.